My name's Rick Norman. I'm a professor of soil fertility and rice production, and I want to talk to you about some water quality research we're doing in the floodwaters of the rice fields. We've measured rice water quality in our research plots like you see behind us here, and what we found is that our nitrogen and phosphorus remaining in the floodwater about a week, after which time draining will not add any extraneous nitrogen or phosphorus to the surrounding streams or rivers. But what about commercial rice? What does that floodwater look like? Well, Professor Mike Daniel with the Cooperative Extension Service and Professor Andrew Sharpley with the Agriculture Experiment Station are measuring the nitrogen in the water as well as other elements in commercial rice fields. The name of this project is the Arkansas Discovery Farms. And so they've got out in the field then monitoring stations where they're measuring the water throughout the field and what goes in, what's in the middle, and what goes out to see what type of nutrient content is in that floodwater and for how long. And trying to make sure that our plot research is aligned with what we see in commercial rice production so that we make sure we don't release any floodwater that could contaminate surrounding streams or rivers when we drain our rice fields. And it also makes us more economically sound, because if there's nutrients in that floodwater, the last thing we want to do is release it. We want it to get into the rice plant in order for it to produce and make a higher yield. An environmental issue that we're addressing right now in the Cache River Basin is the water quality of the Cache River and its tributaries. Professor Thad Scott at Fayetteville has been conducting that research and coming over here weekly to take samples for the nitrogen content, because as we all know, the hypoxia in the Gulf is being blamed on nitrogen and phosphorus coming down the Mississippi River. One area that could come from is from runoff from agricultural lands. What's happening in rice production? So he's measuring the nitrogen content in the Cache River Basin and its tributaries and comparing that to streams in surrounding states that drain into the Mississippi, as well as a pristine area that has no rice production around it, to see how it compares. Data to date that he's collected this year shows that our tributaries in the Cache River Basin are higher than the EPA standard, but they're if the same, if not lower, in tributaries draining the Mississippi River from Midwestern and other mid-southern states.
To learn more about this and other topics, contact your county extension agent and visit uaex.edu.